of us who think lecturers are demigods, and I've said it more than times, they are not. None of us is a demigod. We actually love it when you approach us. It's just like obìnrin tó ti kọ́kọ́ ní tí ò lọ́kọ tọkùnrin wá bá sínú rí omi dùn. Sínú rí omi dùn. So lecturer also wants some kind of interaction with students, but you have to do it with caution. Do we have anybody among you who has approached a lecturer and that lecturer sent her from his or her office? Do you have anybody? Token what pay? Token, good morning, ma'am. My name is Bruce. I'm favorite lecturer in this department. I just like the way you teach us, and I don't know if you can be my mentor. Is there anyone who wants to approach the office? So what? How many of us have never done that before? Walk into your lecturer office and say, so. How many people? Kosi, you have done it before. Eh? So when you come back, so what is the problem? We don't have the courage and we are not very passionate. And you want to be an entrepreneur, you need those. Kò lè lọ bá yẹn ìwọ tó fẹ́ tajà. Ó lè mọ̀ pé àwọn ọjà yìí àwọn lẹ́tọ́rà lè rà. Ìdí wá ń tiẹ̀, kí ló ń tiẹ̀ lójú? They won't send you back. Are you with me? So when you go into the world also, have that in mind also. That people want to hear from you. People are not prejudging you. It is you that you are prejudging yourself that you will not be accepted. Are you with me? Try it first. Go first and let's see whether people will accept you or not. So these are the course. Look at it. How many of them do you have? If you don't have any of them and you want to be an entrepreneur, that means you need to train yourself on all of them. And this is very important. Social interaction, social capital. Are we together? All right. Now, for you as young engineers, you have an advantage over so many others, those in business, those in finances. Why? Because you have this skill, problem-solving skills. Is that okay? You know how to design, you know how to do this, you know how to do that. Now, once you include innovation into it, then you have a big market opportunity. And when you have market opportunity, you continue to expand within the market space. And very soon you discover that your brand becomes a very big one. Are we together? So you already have the ability to break problems into pieces, find the root cause of those problems and design solutions. These are the skills that are pure gold in entrepreneurship. So technical knowledge is extremely important, and then you wrap it up with other knowledge. Now look at this, I've already talked about it. State if any of these technical entrepreneurial skills. How to fry akara. You know yalakara. Those who fry akara. That is a technical skill, isn't it? You know how to do it, or vocational skills. But do you know that akara, frying up akara can make you a millionaire? Don't you know that? You start small, isn't it? But you don't stop at that. You expand. You connect with people. You advertise. You go online, you do all sorts of things. You go for training. Is that okay? And then you will discover that what everybody is looking down at. Say, akara. You will start it and then you become a millionaire. And everybody will be looking at you. When people are doing something small that you feel that they cannot make out of it, and then the other better to make out of it, people will start thinking, is that okay? It is not at all. So who is an innovator? I want you to take this along. An innovator is a person, a group of persons who introduces something new. In terms of design, in terms of product, or introduce new change. It can be something that you are doing, but the way you are doing it can be different. For example, currency, paper. Maybe you can now change the packaging style, and then it looks so nice. People can say, you get it done. Look at it. You want to buy apple, or you want to buy, something along that line, maybe fruit and something. Most of you do not want to buy along the streets. You want to go to malls, different kinds of malls. But what are they selling in those malls? They are selling packaging, isn't it? Nice environment. Nice environment. But absolutely, there's no difference between those things. But they're just doing it. So if you change the shape, you change the environment, you change the packaging, you can change everything. And that is also part of innovation. I know people say shit here, this is fantastic. And people will start drifting towards it. So innovator sees an opportunity that others do not see or consider important. I want you to take that point. An innovator will see what others do not see. What others consider as normal, he or she will see it as what? As an innovation. Are we together? They actually invent something new, something that you didn't know you needed. But the moment you see it, you say, I must have it. Let me read it again. They actually invent something new, something that you didn't know that you needed. But the moment you see it, you say, I must have it. It can just be as a result of packaging. Kini yóò wù mí jẹ ṣùgbọ́n bí ẹ ṣe ṣe yìí, mo gbọ́dọ̀ tọ̀ wò bó ṣe rí. Haven't you witnessed all kind of things or observe it? Something that you feel, well, okay, now to that shit. What is it again now? But when you see it, packaging, the address, everything, you say, no, no, I must have this. So innovation is the ability to reimagine things that already are. It could be something that everybody sees, but you reimagine it. You change the shape, you change the outlook, you change the packaging, especially for food, and everything will change. Isn't it? Ogi, we know Ogi now, especially for those in food science and engineering. Ogi is a common thing. It's a traditional food in Yoruba land. Is that okay? But ordinary packaging can make the whole difference. And look at the way they are doing it. They dry it, and then you see it in malls. Even they export it into different countries. You get to the US, you can buy Ogi in powder form. Is that okay? You can buy Gary. I remember this guy in Ibadan that started Pando. He was exporting Pando to the US. I remember when we were in the US, we bought it. Yoruba, it was unheard. But imagine the billions of dollars the guy will be making these days. Is that okay? Please note, not all innovators are entrepreneurs. You can be an innovator, technically to create new things, but you don't want to interact with people. That is not your job. You give it somebody who can market it. So you have a marketer separately. However, most entrepreneurs are innovators. Is that okay? Because if you don't innovate, you are not likely going to break through within the market space. Now, what are the strategies that you can use? Strategies that you can use to turn engineering ideas or innovation into business. The first thing is to start small and think big. Don't ever start big. Nígbà tí n bá tó ní 10 million ni màá tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí mo fẹ́ máa ṣe. Don't ever do it. If you do that, you will never start. You will never start. But how do you start? You do what? You start small. Let's assume that somebody to make fruits, to make juice or something. So if you say until you can make 100 bottles, then you are not going to start. Start with 5 bottles today, and then take it to your class. Get feedback from your colleagues. Can you nice again? And then you discover that 5 bottles are not enough. So tomorrow you make 10. 10 bottles are not enough. So you are having feedback and feeding from your colleagues, from the buyers, from the market. So you start small and think big. Start small and think big. So you can do small things and then test it, and then you can go ahead with it. Secondly, you leverage on available resources, especially if you are working on research innovation. You have the Center for Emerging Skills is there. You have so many labs. You have an idea. You have chemical lab. You have so many other labs that you can test your thoughts. You can practice your thoughts. For example, when my students, when they did some kind of innovation, how do we test this? On the Sibijima because it has to do with the scaring system that can scare cows away. So they took it there, and then they did all Yeah, precisely. The third one is to understand your market. You see, if you are starting anything without understanding the market potential, you are wasting your time. Before you start anything, the first thing you should ask yourself is, what is the market potential for this? And how do you get an idea about market potential? You talk to people. You do some questionnaire. You can ask people, you can do some questionnaire, you can discuss with people, and then you can get some feeling from people that, okay, if this product eventually come out, would they be able to buy it? Is that okay? So that is very important. Understand your market. An idea is only valuable if it solves a real urgent problem. When you have something that does not solve any problem, people pay for solving their problem, isn't it? You know, renting, Olora, Ogun. Kí ló rogun fún? To cure the inú rírun, isn't it? Tí inú ò bá rún mí kí mo fẹ́ lọ rogun fún? There's nothing. Is that okay? But kò sí bó ògùn yẹn ṣe wọ́n tó. When you need it, you have to get it, isn't it? No matter how expensive it is. Are you with me? So it has to solve a problem. And then the fourth one, maybe that could be beyond you a bit, is to protect your idea. When you have a very good idea that's worth protecting, you can register for it, you can patent it to make sure that this idea is yours. And then by the time, you can sell it and get a lot of money. I know someone who created a very good software, and then he sold it to another big company, and then he sold it for $1 billion. Just $1 billion. And then he took $1 million back to his school that this is for you. Use it for anything that you want. And I know some of you will come back and give us so much money. Is that okay? So you have an idea, you work on it,